Hi, been a while. Not gonna lie, I've been busy with other things and dealing with my own mental state to remember that Merciless Talks exists, which I might change to Merciless Chats, just because, you know, Merce chat. Yeah, you get the gist. So, for this topic, I want it to be future aspirations. You know, the future. What is it gonna look like? What do I want to do personally? And what advice do I have to give, despite the fact that I'm not even, you know, adult age yet. But I still feel like I have some stuff I want to say. So, let's start with future aspirations, I guess. Also, I'm going to turn my voice up a little bit. That should be better. Future aspirations. What do I want to do? Obviously, for a large part of my life, I've been doing this. Making dumb little YouTube videos. In the past year, I've been doing it more than I ever have before. I've been putting a lot more effort into it, because for the past year, it's the only thing I thought I wanted to do. I would look at normal, everyday jobs, like working a 9-to-5 at some office building, fast food worker, or, you know, etc., all those kind of jobs. Engineer, I don't know, producer or some shit, I don't know. And I would look at them, and I would go, wow, this seems really fucking boring. Not to, like, discredit any of those guys who do those works. Someone has to do it. It's good for them. They enjoy it. But they're just not for me. Like, everyday jobs are not for me. I haven't gotten diagnosed yet, but I'm, like, 99% certain I have some form of autism. And I have got diagnosed with ADHD. That I can say for sure. But they seem so boring. And I had a job for a while, for about a year and a half. I worked as a fast food employee at my local McDonald's because I wanted money. And oh my god, I would dread it every day. And it's not even like I had it that bad either. It was a fine job, fine coworkers. I mean, there were some that were awful, but overall fine. And I had some good friends there too. But every day I would wake up feeling awful. And it was just, I couldn't do it. So eventually, well, that wasn't the reason I quit. The reason I quit was because they gave me an awful fucking raise, but, like, I was working for, like, $10 an hour. And up until a month before I had left, I was still making 10, but new hires were getting, like, 12, 13. So I'm like, hey, can I get a raise? And they gave me a fucking 10-cent raise. I was like, no, I'm out of there. But we're not talking about work right now. We're talking about future aspirations. So for the past year, ever since I quit my job, the entire point of what I wanted to do was YouTube, streaming, stuff like that. And then August last year, back around the time I made my, what's it called? What was that video called? Hold on, I'm looking it up, because I actually don't know what that video was called. Exactly. This is probably going to go on... This might go on both Merciful Chatter and One Up Chatter, just because I want most people to see this, but I'm becoming one of them. It was around the time I made that video. I realized that maybe the only thing I didn't want to do, or maybe the only thing I wanted to do wasn't just content creation. Streaming, etc. Because that was around the time I started making a character that I wanted to be the mascot of the channel. Or the mascot of my brand, pretty much. And eventually, I kept going, and going, and going, and going, and I kept making him more, and more, and more, and more, until eventually... Hold on, I'm gonna look at this again. I have 4 separate documents in Google Docs, and the main document has 19 pages. And the main document is just called background info. Pretty much that one just details who he is, what he does, what he looks like, etc., etc. And it has more characters than just him. Like, if I'm not mistaken, only around 9.5 of the pages are dedicated to, like, the guy who was gonna be my channel mascot. The rest of the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 8.5. 9 pages. The rest of the 9 pages are dedicated to other people. other characters, other info about the world he lives in. And now, it's devolved into me wanting to make him real. And so recently, back in recently, not too long ago, maybe 3-4 days ago. By the way, it is May 9th, 9:32 p.m. is when I'm recording this. A few days ago, I was with a friend of mine, and we were talking about what we wanted to do when we were, older. I'm not gonna divulge anything about him because I don't want to, I don't have his consent to share anything, which is what I'm saying. But it got me thinking that I just should go ahead and do it. I want to do it. I want to bring him to life. And there's so many other ideas that I have that I want to do. I have so many other cool story ideas. So I'm thinking that I want to pursue drawing and art because I want it to be a manga. I don't want it to, or like I ask, is it a manga if it's not made in Japan? I would say so, as long as it's in like the backwards reading format. It doesn't necessarily need to be made in Japan. Also, on Viz's website, you can just submit a manga of your own if you wanted to. But I've started practicing doing anatomy and all that. Like, I have a few pages over here dedicated to drawing characters in poses. Like, or drawing, like, boxy characters in different poses. Like, I have one of the Chainsaw Man poster pose. Another one of just a guy standing forward. And then I have one of yourself from Friday Night Funkin', obviously. Another one from the Hypno's Lullaby mod, Gold, and that one monochrome. Obviously, it's just a head torso. And then on another one, I have L sitting, and Okaroon in his form. But they're all just blocky anatomy figures, because I'm starting out. I'm just trying to learn. And so I'm thinking when I go to college, maybe I could do something with art, because that is what I want to do. I have so many cool ideas that I want to bring to life. But that is not the only thing I discovered in the past 9-10 months that I want to do. 9 months. Or is it 8 months? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Pretty much 9 months. Because as, I've started watching more, not more and more anime, but started watching anime in the past year and a half, 2 years. Not 2 years, a year and a half. And I wanted to, and the more and more I look at it, the more and more I dive into, the people voicing the characters. I watch dub, in case you're wondering. And it's like, man, my entire life, obviously, like, this probably plays a part with autism or whatever. I'm an introvert. I've always liked to play by myself. But I've always had a cool, imagination. I was always act out scenes that I was, imagining in my head. And so, I've another thing I've really wanted to do for the past few months is I really love the idea of voice acting. I love changing up my voice. That's not a good example, but changing up my voice, playing a part. And I've always found it easy to get into a character that I'm thinking of. Like the mascot I'm thinking of. I have what he sounds like down pat, and I can get into his character pretty easily if I wanted to. I'm not gonna spoil anything, just in case it does come true, but yeah. It's something that I just really, really loved. Voice acting. No, well, I don't really want to be an actor. Like I said, I'm an introvert, and for how many months? 12, maybe. I never showed my face on the gaming side of things. I never showed my face until the Santi's home video, when I shared people knew what I looked like, but I started doing face cam. But still, whenever I'm in front of a crowd, I just freeze. I can't do shit. I was bad at presentations in school, but hello, drink break. But so I don't want to be a normal actor. I've never aspired to be a normal actor. Whenever I think about me, on set doing all that shit, it doesn't sound good to me. But voice acting, I'm in a booth. Sure, I might not be alone. I'll probably have someone there with me, or maybe other people, reading lines. But it just seems so much better. I can put my heart and soul into a character. So I really want to do that as well. So But I think the lucky thing is that both those are technically not mutually exclusive. I could technically make a manga. I could technically do drawing and all that, while also being a voice actor. It's the great thing about, having jobs that aren't 9 to 5. I can't do that kind of 9 to 5 thing. It always fucked with my mind. I don't know. That's just what my future aspirations are. Drawing, acting. So it's between those two and streaming. I think those two are ones that I definitely want to do. Streaming, I would like it. I would like if it's just on the side thing. It doesn't need to be all the time. Because the main goal was streaming. There were 2 main goals. One, I can make whatever the fuck I wanted to make. Sure, there were rules and regulations where you can put on YouTube, yada yada yada. But I could still make whatever the fuck I wanted to. If I wanted to post a video of me dubbing over the entirety of goddamn Overlord. Oh my god. If I wanted to dub the entirety of, a video of just me dubbing the entirety of fucking Overlord, might be a few legal repercussions, but I could technically fucking do it. And the second goal was to brighten people's day. Make the things, and they could smile from it. And if they smile, fuck yeah, I did what I wanted. Luckily, voice acting and manga drawing are something you can do with both of those. You can do that as well. I could be in a show where my character is your favorite. Is a person's favorite. And just seeing and hearing the character could brighten their day. Or maybe my series that I make is their favorite series and they get excited whenever a new chapter comes out. I don't know. I hate to say that my life has been bad, because it hasn't been bad per se, but it hasn't been, I don't know, because I don't want to downplay other people's struggles, because my struggles aren't as bad as other people's, I know that. At the same time, it's just gotten a lot fucking worse over the past few months. It just really seeped into my head what the fuck's happening. And it's really made me lack the motivation, which is why I didn't post anything for the entirety of fucking March. And that's why I had to quickly rush out the We Are cover in February. That was on a whim. That was like February 26th is when I recorded it. I've also loved singing. Like, the people that really inspire me to do what I want, in terms of like voice acting and manga drawing, are like, my favorite voice actor is Ian Sinclair. I love his work. My favorite character personally is the narrator from Kaguya-sama. Like Aaron Dismuke, Colleen Clickenbeard. Why am I struggle with people's names so often. Sonny Strait, Christopher Sabat. It's just really inspired me to do voice acting. ProZD, Alex Lee, Alex Lee. He's been a big name recently. Who else? Who else am I thinking of? There's another name. There's another name. Adam MacArthur. Jesus. They really inspired me to follow that passion. And then with manga drawing, I adore Yukinobu Tatsu's art, Tatsuki Fujimoto, Tatsuya Endo. All these great people. I love their art so fucking much. And I just, wow, I want to do that. I want to create art of my character that I have in my head. And frankly, I can't wait for everyone to see who he is, what he's like, and what he does. I mean, I'm debating now whether I want to share any information about him or not. About my boy. But I don't think I will. Sorry for that. My cat wanted to come in the room. Now he's messing with my microphone cord. Stop it, you little rascal. Where's my headphones? Go after my hand. Don't go after my headphones. For the love of God. Alright. That's me a second one. Advice I have. Advice I have for, people who just want to do what they want. My biggest goal is my biggest piece of advice I can give. Start now. Whatever you want, start it now. Don't be afraid to be cringy. That is another big one. Don't be afraid to be country. I've been trying to become a voice actor. No, I've been trying to, but I've been looking into what makes a voice actor. And I found out about this thing called a demo reel. A collection of, like, characters you voice that have, like, wide range. You know, it's supposed to show off your range to whatever you're auditioning for. Or whatever ad agency you're going for. And for the longest time, I looked at someone's, and I'm like, man, this is really fucking... I cannot do this. I wanted to... And then, as I was scrolling Instagram earlier, I found across another person's demo reel. And I'm like, man, I could do that. Act out 2 different characters in a scene, then switch scenes, act out 2 different characters than the other 2. And I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And it's really inspired me to, like, try doing that. Upped my acting game and, record a demo reel of 2 characters doing some, and then switch it to 2 different characters. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to get off my chest. I don't know anything else I want to talk about for future aspirations. I guess what it means for content, because I am just coming off to my end of my school year. Those are my drawings. Don't touch those. I see you, cat. What are you doing? Below my chair. It's my computer. Don't touch it. You could get hurt. Alright, he's gone. I think just what future for content now, I guess, is what I'm going to talk about. Obviously, I am entering my last year of high school coming up. And so I am thinking about college and where I want to apply to. And I used to think that I wanted to go to college for video editing, because like I said, a year ago from now, I would have 100% just wanted to, do content creation. But now, I've looked at acting and art colleges as well. And I think the one that I want to go to is... I actually don't know if I should say that. Yeah, so I'll be going to college here soon. And I probably won't take a gap year. Only because, well, personal reasons. But like, yeah, I just wanted to get this video just because I wanted to give hope, for me at least. Because, holy shit, the past, 100 and something days? Bad days. Not good. Kill me. In game, obviously, but these recent events have got me real thinking about stuff that's gonna happen in the future. Drawing, acting, creating in general. Those are my real passions, I think. So I think I can end this off with a positive note and say that I think I'm heading in the right direction, to say the least. And just knowing that I'm doing something that I want to do and not casting my own feelings aside just for money's sake. Sadly, it seems like that might be what I have to do, but as long as I keep trying to pursue what I want to do. Excuse me. Don't try to jump from there to my desk. Oh, hi. Yeah, those are cords. You want up? Right up on my lap? Here, come on. Come up. You're not gonna be able to jump. Oh, hi. Hi. So nice to see you up here. What are you doing? Oh, you wanted on my desk the entire time? That's all you wanted? Well, whatever you do, don't lay on my keyboard. If you do that, you might accidentally start stream or something. I cannot have that. I think your fat ass might be breaking my desk, man. I think I gotta put you on a diet. Oh, you get offended at that? Oh, you knocked over a little figurine on my desk. What the fuck, man? Hey, no. You cannot go over there. That is a no-go. Those are books. No, okay, he's... God, fucking kill me. Don't you dare touch any of those. Actually, I don't know if that shelf can support your weight along with all those books. Let me test it. It seems pretty stable. But he's not too heavy. I hope. Those are books. Don't you dare try to get on top of that. You're not fitting. I'm gonna have to take a picture of this, because holy shit, this is funny. You're not fitting on top of those, man. You can lay down there, sure. Here, actually, yeah, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put it in the video. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Show me, look at the camera. Yeah, there you go. Look at his adorable little face. Just chilling. My manga shelf. He's a little cutie pie, that's what he is. Anyway. Doesn't seem like you are. Alright. It doesn't look like it. I'm just imagining things. But anyway, I think I'm going to end it here before I make it too long. Hope you all enjoyed this little chit chat, and I will see you in the next one. And as always. I was going to say and as always peace, but that doesn't make any sense. But whatever. You can't see me doing, but I'm doing the hand gesture. Peace.